Hey there. All right, I thought I'd do a little bit of a mini review, or actually it's going to come out more as an impression thing of Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. And I picked this up recently, and I was doing the beta testing of it a while back.
Someone suffers. Help them. Please, you must help the woman. There's an injured woman on the road to Selphora.
There, just had to let him speak. And when running the beta test back in the day, there were so many bugs, and it really wasn't all that impressive. So I kind of let it ride, and it was subscription-based as well when it went live. And a lot of people said, well, $15, because I think they wanted $15 a month. And that was a little bit too steep. So I agreed it was too steep, especially for my experience. I gave a lot of feedback, just said it was too buggy, too repetitive, and they've launched. They patched it a few times. I'm not sure how the stories have progressed on since the beta test. We've only got a small sample of what was available for the overall game. But in picking this up again and playing it, of course, this is now referred to as Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited, which essentially means it's a buy-to-play program, much like Guild Wars 2 and some other ones that are popular out there. There's not a lot of buy-to-play games. A lot of them are free-to-play. Of course, buy all these extras, which you can here. Of course, there's a store. But you don't need to. I mean, most of the game here, as you can see, I'm soloing through a lot of it. There are dungeons that you need to group up with, and getting people together for that can be fun. However, questing through it solo can be quite an enjoyable experience. Kind of the cool thing about this too is they've really put a lot of effort into designing the world. And those of you who are Elder Scrolls fans who have played the series through the different iterations of them, of course, technology is advanced, but they've always had their own unique look. And different areas of Tamriel have always looked a little different, and they do here as well. So as you travel along, it does have a unique look for the unique zones that you go to, and in that respect, it's kind of fun just going around and questing and discovering the new places. I've been putting a lot of time into it without knowing it. It's one of those things where you sit down, I'll put an extra hour or two into the game, and by the time you know it, it's 3 or 4 hours later, and Jesus, where did the time go? So I guess that kind of shows that it's enjoyable. I'm kind of hooked on it a little bit. Hasn't gotten old yet. The quests are a little bit repetitive. I mean, the storylines are different. I mean, they all actually hit these little different spots in them. And I'm just finishing up one here, and I'll let it go.
Elenisi? Thank the three you made it. We feared the worst. Have you brought help?
It was a close call. I'd be dead if not for this traveler's assistance.
You've chosen a bad time to visit Selphora, stranger. Spirits roam the streets and unquenchable fire consumes the town. Selphora is lost.
Don't be too hasty, Meldris. Our new friend is powerful. I've seen what the traveler can do.
I hope that Amela can help my brother Neela.
I never thought I think so. We're no... Yes, I saw it's on the other side.
So, yeah, as you can tell, everything has a voiceover, and unfortunately, all of the work that they did for that, I find myself clicking through it because I read faster than than they can speak. So the character screens, as you can see here, when you level up, you can upgrade your traits and your attributes and your spells and your skills and your class, your weapon, skills and armor skills, your crafting skills, all kinds of things. So it is pretty deep that way. And for those of you who do like to get into a lot of character building, there is a lot of options there. So, anyways, yeah, that's a bit of that. It's pretty fun to work on different characters too. Some of the quest lines too will be repeated depending on where your character starts. There's a lot of similarities there, but overall, the zones are unique to your starting class, and it's quite enjoyable. And here is one of the community events. I guess you can call it a community event. I do play Guild Wars 2, and that has these huge community events where there's a champion, you've got to fight. If any of you know Guild Wars 2, you get people coming from all over the place to battle this thing. The battles usually last quite long, and they're pretty hard, and there's a good chance that you're going to die. But even though you could be soloing, you have a really good feeling that you're all working together. This is about as close as it gets to that. This is a part of the main story where Malog Ball is trying to take over Tamriel, and there's these anchors, these colossal anchors that come down from the sky. And when they do, you've got to battle a lot of Daedra, as you can see that appear in this huge circular region, which the pain in the ass part is that you're always running around trying to get a couple hits in. Just because there's not a clear line of sight. If you got a range-based weapon, you can usually shoot at them from farther away, but it's still, it's not as good as it could be. It's enjoyable enough, it's fun enough, going around taking a few whacks, but it could be longer. I mean, like I said, in Guild Wars 2, oh man, there are battles that just tend to go on for a number of minutes, which seems like a long, long time when you're actually still working on it. What, 7, 8, 9 minutes, some of them. Here, it's over relatively quickly. Now, watching the video, it doesn't seem like it's that quick, but playing it does. And there's never really any gigantic enemy to take on. You'll occasionally get a big one, but as you check this guy out, you'll take him down. So, you know, it could be more challenging. There is no difficulty level here. I'm able to quest through a lot of these things without much challenge. Could be more challenge. But still, you know, it's okay. Could be a little bit better, and there is always time for growth. So let's hope to see some good stuff. As you can see, you don't get a lot of bonuses for getting through this thing. I think I got a bit of cash and one item there. And of course, after that, everyone goes on their merry way. So when the anchors drop down, though, you see people run from all over the place. So that is kind of neat. It's all like a big emergency. Everyone's got to go there and try and take out the anchors and the Daedra that spawn. So that is a bit of a fun part of it. You do feel like you're a little bit of the community, even though for the most of the game, you feel like you're really, really on your own, which I guess is in line with a lot of the Elder Scrolls series. So anyways, just wrapping it up. I guess it wasn't much of a review, but more of an impression thing. Of course, there's guilds, crafting, provisioning, enchanting, storylines, etc., etc. All enjoyable. As you can tell, too, the graphics are fairly nice. It's not a super high polygon world. It has its own unique look, and all areas, as I said, of Tamriel are represented here as the past games, except for their own little slant on it, as opposed to you know, how they represented in those games, how they were represented in those games. But I do enjoy questing and looking for the next new zone, and it's always seems to be a process of discovery here. So anyways, at a discounted price, I think it's a great thing. You might too. Once again, Green Man Gaming, you get a big knock of the price there if you go to the VIP stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. If you ask any questions, I'll be sure to answer them. Alright guys, take care. All the best.